We're back. Hall County Sports is the show. I'm Garry Glenn. We concentrate on basketball for this segment. And big decision for Peyton Robertson of Chestatee basketball. She's made her pick, scoring a chance to perhaps play at a Division I school and staying closer to home by picking Young Harris to continue her basketball play.
All right, Peyton, Young Harris, what led you to that decision?
Well, the coach called me up not too long ago and said that she was interested, and she honestly didn't think that I would be interested in the school because she knew I was a D1 prospect. But I had actually heard about it and heard it was a nice school, and I went up there for a visit, and I love the coach. I love the teammate, all the girls on the team, and they got a new facility. It's really nice. The whole thing is just really nice.
Plus, it's a chance to stay relatively close to home. Some of you folks can come see you play.
Oh, yeah. One of my grandmothers, she attended Young Harris.
Really?
And she's really excited to be able to go up there and watch me play.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Is this kind of a relief to kind of have it out of the way and it's kind of an over and done? I mean, it's a decision that has probably been a long time coming, but now it kind of takes some pressure off and you can just play now.
Yes, it was a relief, actually, but I'm glad I finally found the school that I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the atmosphere up there, and I love the coach. So that's the main thing I was worried about. I love my high school coach, and I was worried that I wouldn't find a coach that I loved that much, but she's got a lot of energy, and she really motivates me. So.
Well, I can't let you get away without talking a little bit about the Lady War Eagles this year. You guys are playing pretty well right now.
Yes, sir, we are. I hope we're going to do great. We're looking great. We still got a lot of things to work on, but Coach Daniel, he knows what he's doing, and all of us, we're more mentally prepared this year, I think. We know that we're good, but we still have to prove to a bunch of people that we can do what they expect of us.
Well, it's a different atmosphere this year, isn't it? I mean, you got different people now in the region.
Oh, yeah.
Some of these people you probably don't know much about.
Yeah, Coach does a really good job at studying teams, though. I mean, he scouts a lot and gets to know players, and I think all the coaches switch tapes around and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's a bunch of new teams. But I mean, we still have North Hall, Lumpkin County, White County. I think those are the only 3 teams that we played this year that we played last year. But we're glad to have new competition. It actually broadens everything for us.
And you got Lanierland coming up, and that's always a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, we're hoping to win it this year. That's one of our goals.
All right, Peyton. Well, congratulations on signing. Good luck to the Lady War Eagles.
Thank you.
Now, on the court last week, Peyton went out and scored 15 points and grabbed 7 rebounds in the Lady War Eagles' 42-33 win over Cedar Shoals in Athens. The Chestatee boys that night lost a back-and-forth game with the Jaguars, eventually pulling away to win 70-56. And then Robertson got 17 more points in just 3 quarters in a 52-17 win over Flowery Branch. Branch had knocked the Lady Eagles out of the state tournament last year, but this time out, Chestatee is ranked number 7 in AAA. The Flowery Branch boys prevented the sweep with a 57-45 win. Kevin Kanga led the Falcons with 18 points, and Cole Morgan had 18 for Chestatee. War Eagles were also beaten last week by Lakeview 90-86, and boys action as Austin Pearson scored 24 and Mataskunas 21. Morgan had 30 for Chestatee. Did you see in the Times last week where Lakeview boys coach Seth Vining is closing in on 700 career wins? Yep, and he's having to do some coaching right now from a wheelchair after he stumbled and tore up his right knee. He's slowly recovering from that subsequent surgery. Lakeview's boys and girls earlier lost to Providence Christian as Jackson Wells scored 10 and Jamie Nixon 7 for the Lions. East Hall swept by Flowery Branch 50-45 girls and 59-51 boys. Morgan Jackson had 19 points and Jasmine Jenkins 17 to lead the Lady Vikes on the evening, while the East Hall boys were paced by Sterling Bailey and Hayden Chapman with 14 and Keemon Woods with 13. Bailey had a double-double with 12 rebounds. Rudy Diaz and Marquise Wise had 11 apiece for the Branch. North Hall took 2 from Flowery Branch, 69-48 girls and 61-43 boys. The Rushton twins, McKenna and Mary Kate, scored 14 and 11 respectively for the Lady Trojans, and Preston Smith had 13 for the North Hall boys. East Hall's boys are ranked number 4 in AA this time out. The Vikings met up with old rival Gainesville, rated number 6 in AAA at the time last week. Beat the Elephants 65-58, despite a triple-double. That's 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists from Deshaun Watson of Gainesville. A.J. Johnson scored 13 points and pulled down 11 boards for Gainesville, while Joshua Hampton led all scores with 17. Chris Orr had 9 and Keemon Woods 8. For the girls, number 8, Gainesville beat number 4 East Hall 36-30. Rebecca Webster had 12 points and 2 blocks in the win. East Hall's Jasmine Jenkins led all scorers on that night with 15 points. The Elephant boys earlier had beaten North Oconee 58-51 the night before, as Kildrick Sadler had 14 points and 16 rebounds. And earlier last week, Gainesville's girls edged Franklin County 39-36 as Chelsea Young and Aaliyah Hendricks each made a couple of free throws in the final 45 seconds. Webster led the Lady Red Elephants that night with 12 rebounds and 9 points. Young finished with 6 points and 4 steals for Gainesville. Now, the Gainesville boys that night overcame some ragged play to beat Franklin 63-58. Watson had 11 points and 8 rebounds. Johnson 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 blocks for the Elephants. Quickly, other basketball, West Hall swept Lumpkin County 34-28 girls and 67-25 boys. Lady Spartans led by Amber Johnson with 20 points, while Dre Pooh led the West Hall boys with 18. West Hall's boys were led by Jarquise Young with 18 and Pooh with 17, as the Spartans beat Habersham Central 69-41. Johnson's boys beat Jefferson 84-83. Jalen Bowens had 24 and Matt Hollis 23. Jefferson girls won that night. Johnson then swept Lumpkin, though, 55-40 girls and 54-33 boys. Caitlin Sloan scored 12 and grabbed 5 rebounds for the Lady Knights. Cedric Harris 16 points and 10 rebounds, and Hollis 16 for the Johnson boys. And North Georgia Christian's boys beat Creekside 67-31. Zach Penley with a double-double, 16 points and 14 rebounds. He had 20 more points and 16 more boards. And the Chargers' 64-57 win over Covenant Christian. Switching to college basketball, the Bernal Golden Tigers used a big second half to overcome Morris, South Carolina for their 6th win in as many tries, 81-57 the final. Freshman point guard Brittany Wiley stepped up in this one to score 15 points with 3 rebounds and 3 assists while battling low back pain. Then sophomore Nikki Reed hit a layup with 5 seconds left in regulation to send the game to overtime, and Bernal outlasted Spring Hill 66-62 in a conference crossover. The Badgers had built a 56-46 lead with a little over 3 minutes left before the Tigers roared back to outscore the home team 10-2 and force the extra session. Point guard Wiley had another outstanding game with 12 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals in 41 minutes. But as they say, all good things must come to an end, and the Tigers got off to a horrendous start at the University of Mobile in another SSAC crossover game and suffered their first loss of the season, the final 72-49. Tigers hit only 5 of 27 field goals, that's less than 19% in the first half, to fall behind 41-18 going into the locker room. Additionally, the full-court press of the Rams forced Bernal into season-high 35 turnovers. Sophomore captain Gabby Harvey pulled down 12 rebounds to go with 7 points, 5 steals, and 4 assists. And freshman Ravine Crawford was the only Bernal player in double figures that evening with 11. Bernal is going to be hosting Young Harris on Monday, December the 13th at 6 p.m. And the Bernal swim team competed in the SCAD Invitational this past weekend, turned in their best performances of the season, breaking numerous personal and seasonal bests. Freshman phenom Lisa Portwood pulled off all personal best times in the 4 events in which she competed, and all of her times are also NAIA National qualifying standards. Also qualifying for nationals were teammates Julia Ferreira, a junior from Brazil, Melissa Bofto from Warner Robins, and junior Anna Galisic from Croatia. We're going to go play with some iron when we come back.